What is going on YouTube? Hayden back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we are going to be looking at XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, as well as the S&P 500. So in regards to cryptocurrency and the way we're trading, as you guys know, XRP, the past couple of days, we've been pretty much slightly on a correction to the downside here, which is necessary for us to continue to pump higher. You can see for XRP, for example, we retested major resistance on the 20th here, and have since been in a decline to the downside here. Now, this is in no way a problem, to be honest with you guys. Honestly, we've been skyrocketing to the upside here, retesting major resistances and becoming overbought on most of the 4-hour charts here, even the 3-hour, but mainly the 4-hour. You can see we were retesting the resistance and becoming overbought. So we're actually starting to correct back down to retest the bottom support. This was a major resistance, and here we are using it as a support. So the ideal movement that we're looking for is to actually bounce off this support right here and head up to the upside here, and once again retest this uptrend and this resistance right here. That's where I honestly think we're going to be moving to. We've also discovered there's an uptrend forming on the relative strength indicator, which indicates higher lows, which is definitely a good sign. So there's a big chance we are going to bounce off this and reverse back to retest 37 cents here. Now, I want to talk, besides XRP, about the other cryptocurrencies. You can see for Ethereum, you can see we're starting to head back upwards. We did see a small dip to the downside, but that's because we were retesting overbought. Bitcoin's at 21K. We broke through major support here, which is fine. You can see on the moving average how we've also dipped below this support here, seeing what could be a bearish cross. But we became oversold right here. Also another indicator for maybe a small correction to the upside once again. There's a lot of this stuff happening on pretty much all the cryptos. As you guys can see, the S&P 500 is not opening yet. In a minute, it will. So we will be seeing the opening later on in this video in about probably like 30 or 40 seconds from now. But we are going to be looking at all this. And I also have two articles that I want to show you, which is interesting. Actually, the S&P just opened right now on a positive. So as we get the results, you can see we are starting to use this as a support in regards to heading back up higher, which is exciting. But as you guys know, GDP data comes out tomorrow, which is quite interesting. And it's funny because this will reveal whether or not the second quarter for GDP is negative or positive. And what's ironic about this is the White House put out an article which is stating that even though second quarter could be negative, it's unlikely that we're in a recession, which is quite interesting. It says the Republican National Committee spokesperson said that this is further underscores how out of touch President Biden is with Americans. And it's funny because we normally see two negative GDPs as the typical rule of thumb for recession. And here the White House is putting out stuff saying, well, if two negative quarter GDPs actually happen, we could just move past that. We're not really in a recession. It is what it is. So I find that quite odd. But with all that being said, guys, definitely make sure to smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and let's dive into today's episode. So furthermore, diving into XRP, we have yet to make a trade on XRP in quite some time now. The reason being is we've been in this kind of sideways channel for quite a while here. Since June 11th, we've been bouncing off bottom support, resistance, supports. You can see support again, resistance. We've just been trending inside the sideways channel for a very long time. What we're waiting for patiently is a break outside the sideways channel, as trending within the channel is quite aggressive and it's quite risky, because just as quickly as we could buy in, at the bottom here, we could expect to see prices go up and we immediately reverse down. So what we're looking for is a break above resistance or break below support. If we could see prices break us either above here, then we'll trend to the upside and we'll see a pretty substantial rally to this major support over here, our moving average right here, and we can trade this to the upside here. But vice versa, let me just draw this. If we break through major support, we'll be breaking through and falling quite low, because typically we kind of just bounce inside this channel here. But what we're looking for is confirmation of a break above resistance or below support, because then we get a pretty accurate representation of a bull run or a bearish drop to the downside here. It's quite easy to actually profit off those trades because we can almost imply where the markets are moving to, if that makes sense. Now, we've done the same thing with XRP and with Bitcoin and Ethereum here. We were wrong about Bitcoin, but Ethereum we were actually right about, and we did take profits, and we're going to see how exactly we trend right now. Maybe we'll buy back in, I'm not sure. But we bought in at about 1341. We swung to the upside here, and we took profits closer to about 1500. So we were able to leverage this to the upside using Bityard to trade. Obviously, you guys are familiar with Bityard, the #1 cryptocurrency leveraging website that we like to use here on Crypto TV. As you guys know, Bityard is a leveraging exchange, so you can actually trade, spot trade. There's derivatives, like there's copy trading, but you can buy crypto with cards and stuff. But you have classic, advanced, convert, and then you have all these different types of derivatives trading here, which allows you to trade Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, tons of altcoins as well, which is awesome too. And then you can literally just click demo or live and then either buy long, sell short, create the amount of leverage that you want, and then type in the amount of margin, and you're good to go. Now, one thing to reference to is they do offer some free crypto if you click on mystery box here, and they do have a daily mine, which is also awesome too. So if you click that, you can actually mine some cryptocurrency when it does decide to load. So that's awesome as well. But with all that being said, guys, diving into the other cryptos, you can see here Bitcoin and Ethereum have been in a quite an interesting trending style. So we've actually managed to pull down a little bit on Ethereum with respect to the fact that we were retesting overbought, and there's a good chance that we are now going to scale back to the upside here. That's what we're kind of betting on here. Let's jump to the 4-hour. You can see we also bounced off moving average here. Perfect opportunity for us to trend to the upside here, retesting bottom support and bouncing to the upside as we were oversold. So it makes sense that most of these cryptos are probably going to start to trend back to the upside. No trades just yet. You can see with Bitcoin here, we broke through once again support here. I'll probably be buying back into Bitcoin soon, but I need us to get back above this major resistance here. Once we get above this price ceiling, then I'll be able to leverage this to the upside here with a target of about $30,000. But until then, we just kind of have to be patient. And lastly, with the S&P 500 starting to trend up higher, which is quite exciting because we haven't really been at this level in quite some time. You can see here in regards to the lowest point, this was what we hit in May, and we finally managed to catch up. We had all of June, July, and now the end of July, we're finally caught up to what happened in May. So May, June, July, about 3 months to get us back up to here. There's a chance, obviously, we most likely will go higher, to be honest with you. But it is going to take some time, but I do believe we are going to swing back up to about 4,100 points. But I think everything is going to be indicated by what the information is that comes out tomorrow in regards to the U.S. economy entering a recession. As you guys can see here, second quarter comes out and we are in a negative recession or negative GDP that will indicate that we are inevitably in a recession. Everybody is waiting for that. And obviously, if inflation stays high, once we get July data, which I believe is going to be lower because gas prices and everything have actually dumped quite a bit, they've fallen quite a bit, then we should actually start to see inflation come down from its major peak. But it says the White House is sure that the economy is not in a recession, nor is it heading for one. But Wall Street is pretty sure there is no recession now, but it isn't positive about what's ahead. It says nothing right now is screaming recession, though there is plenty of chatter. The job market is still pretty good. That's interesting. Manufacturing is weakening, but still expanding, and consumers seem to be fairly flush with cash and is somewhat less willing to part with it these days. So with second quarter GDP data due tomorrow, the question of whether the economy is merely in a natural slowdown or after a robust year in 2021 or in a steeper downturn could be the extended repercussions will be on everyone's mind. This is not an economy that's in a recession, but we're in a period of transition in which growth is slowing. So it's quite interesting. It says, if nothing else, the economy stands at least a fair chance of hitting the rule of thumb recession of two consecutive quarters here. It says, let's go down. On the labor market, we're basically in a normal recession, said the former Trump administration. The idea that the labor market is tight and the rest of the economy is strong is not really a great argument. It's just an argument to disregard. I don't know. Lots of information on here. Weekly jobless claims recently topped 250K for the first time. And then the White House is saying that we're not in one just yet because they see unemployment dropping. They usually expect unemployment to be higher, and that's usually what causes a recession. But there's a lot of odd information. Obviously, you can look up these two articles yourself and let me know what you think down in the comments below. But with that being said, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.